Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's on.
You're listening to Ho to CEO, where we teach you how to survive men at work. Look at this little guy.
Oh my God. Wait, I didn't even see the inside of it.
Yeah, that's why I love it so much. Look at how happy he is.
He's a little happy.
Anyway,
bull.
the lucky cat wishes you all a very lucky year this year.
Hell yeah.
And out of this bowl, we will pick our topic today.
Yes, we got a bunch of topics in here. Thank you guys. We just really wanted to try something new and pick a topic out of a bowl and just kind of roll with it.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that. Drum roll. No, I'm actually picking the topic I want out of this bowl. I'm going to be dead ass.
Oh, wow.
So sorry to...
Don't fucking give away all our
De-hype.
secrets. That's fucking crazy.
Okay, boom, bitches.
So random of her.
Okay, this just came out of left field.
Did it?
Okay, we're going to talk about coming off intimidating. You've definitely experienced this like every fucking day. So I think it's something we can really speak to.
Yeah.
In terms of work, where have you had a moment where someone told you?
Where?
Well, have you ever had a moment that someone told you were being too intimidating or coming off super intimidating? at work?
Too intimidating?
Or just in general intimidating?
They didn't use the word too, but they probably meant to. No, but like
You're
pretty
too much of a bitch.
every person I meet, usually once they get more comfortable with me, they're like, when I first met you, I was so intimidated,
Okay.
or you were so intimidating.
That
Partially
tracks.
because of my RBF.
Yes, we got to work on that this year. We're going to work
Yeah.
on this together.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a hard time with my resting bitch face, so that makes me intimidating. And the second thing that makes me intimidating is I am not a super bubbly person.
Yeah, true.
So I'm not out of the gate like, oh my God, like tell me everything.
That's fucking weird coming from you.
And I don't give a fuck enough to be that way.
Yeah,
So
That's
that
fair.
definitely, I think the perception is that I'm just kind of a bitch. So yeah, intimidating or a bitch. It's one or the other. People will say like, oh, I thought you were a bitch when I first met you. But then once I got to know you, I was like, oh my God, like you're such a nice person. Or you like,
Yeah,
you actually care so much. Like that's like the biggest
that's so funny to me.
misconception I guess people have about me when they first meet me is
Yeah.
that I'm not gonna be nice or I'm not gonna be like, but it's like when I like care about people, I like care so deeply. And
Yeah,
I
you're an
really, like-
empath.
yeah, but it doesn't probably seem that way.
It doesn't clock to people like that. No, it definitely, yeah,
No,
it's
it's
the
not
RBF.
clocking to you guys
It's-
how much of an empath
Is
I
it
am.
clocking to you how intimidating she is?
Anyway,
Anyways,
Do
well, good for
you-
you. I'm glad men are scared of you at work.
I don't mind it though. That's the
Yeah.
thing is like I actually don't mind it. I feel
Yeah.
like it's kind of nice that people can't read me.
Oh, that's actually really good.
Because I feel like in business situations, it's good to have a poker face sometimes.
So
And
the RBF's the poker face.
the RBF is the poker
Oh
face.
God, that's a great topic.
Do people ever call you intimidating?
I've actually, yeah, not at work though. I've never had that at work. I've had it in day-to-day life, like with random people from either school or just friends of friends. Like when I first met you, I was actually like so intimidated. But then once I
Oh,
got to
yeah.
know you, it was good. And
Yeah.
I'm like, really? Because I just feel like I don't come off that way. But I've never had that at work where someone's intimidated by me.
Why do you think that's happened in your personal life and not at work?
I actually have no idea. I can't even think of a reason. I think well, at the time that was told to me, it was just at school or I was like in college and I just didn't want people fucking with me.
Yeah.
And at work, I feel like I don't feel like I'm getting fucked with.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I've never felt intimidated at work, maybe.
Or intimidating.
Yeah. But I think
Have you been intimidated? Have you ever met another woman that intimidated you in the workplace?
No.
You just don't really
I don't think I
see
get
women
that.
as a threat.
No, that
At the end
sounds
of the day.
bad, but like I don't.
No, I see. I know
Yeah.
what you mean.
But men for sure, I think I've felt intimidated by like a boss or two.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What were their qualities that made it feel that way?
just very like abrasive, loud, and like, you know, the type of man that just they need to be heard, like abrasive, and you're just like, whoa, pump the fucking brakes. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. But I don't
Like we
know.
hear you regardless.
Yeah.
You don't need to
Command the room that way.
you
right?
already command the room
Like,
because you're a man.
You're the fucking boss. So
Yeah,
like, chill
yeah,
out.
yeah.
But I think that's the only time I've ever felt intimidated at work.
Yeah.
In life, like, I don't know, men are intimidating when you're in a very vulnerable position in general. So that's whenever I think I've felt intimidated. But by a woman, and it's not to be like, I'm better than you. It's just like, I've never had a woman like make me feel like, fortunately, because I know there's tons of people have felt that way.
I feel like I felt that with police.
Oh, stand corrected. They power trip so fucking hard.
Women police officers can go one way or another. I feel
Yeah.
like they're either so chill and so nice, and you're like, oh my God. Like,
My girl.
Yeah. Or they're a fucking bitch.
Yeah, they're literally
like to the
just
point where it's like
raging
you can
bitches.
tell they like overcompensate. Like I think maybe they think they have to be
Mhm.
so intimidating because they're a woman and because they don't have the upper hand. They're not coming into the situation as a man, and I'm sure they deal with a lot of men,
Yeah.
so they just like become this new person that's this like masculine
Don't fuck with
woman.
me.
Yeah, like you don't want to fucking see what I can do
Yeah,
to you. And it's just
exactly.
like
Please
you know,
calm down.
yeah, I'm so sorry that I parked in the handicap
No,
stall.
it's happened.
Yeah, it happened to Madison.
Oh my God. I can't with cops
She's
that
like, I
way.
have no excuse.
No, I
for why
literally,
did
yeah.
it."
There's no excuse. I wasn't wearing my wig. I used that to my advantage.
She felt really handicapped that day.
I really did. I know you've mentioned before with your RBF, you're like, I am not changing that. Like, I double down on that. But I guess in this situation with this question, it's like, did you change your behavior or did you kind of double down on the whole, like,
Being
coming off intimidating?
I feel like I've never been told I was being intimidating as it was happening.
Oh.
Like if I
Afterthought?
find out that someone found me intimidating, it's usually because now they felt safe to tell me that. I'm sure
Okay.
there's been lots of situations where people felt intimidated by me, but they never even got an opportunity to tell me
Because
that
they felt
that way.
intimidated.
Yeah, because they felt intimidated. So obviously you're not going to be in the middle of it like, I feel really intimidated by
Yeah.
you right now. I mean, it might happen. I guess I have been told a lot by people like you're scary or you're unapproachable or like
Dang.
I'll hear that people like
Just because the RBF.
have shared information and I'm like, why wouldn't they have to come and talk to me? And it's like, well, you're the boss and you're scary. You're not like, you know.
You're this like authority figure.
Yeah,
That's why you're
yeah.
intimidating.
So it's like they're not going to tell you that. Like they're going to tell their buddy at work and then
Yeah.
you're going to find out through the grapevine.
Oh my God, you're not in the in crowd.
I always have inside people though.
That's true. Concur.
That will let me know what the tea is. Yeah, no, with my RBF, I'm like, I feel like it makes it's a good quality to have when you're negotiating
Yeah.
because people can't read you. So they have no idea what you're thinking. And it almost is kind of like the power move in that scenario because you don't want them to know what you're thinking
No,
and you
okay.
want them to question and get in their own head to the point where they offer you something or
Yeah.
they like fess up information that you haven't even asked for.
Just a negotiator.
I'm a negotiator.
Russian intelligence.
So yeah, it gets hard sometimes when we're editing the podcast. I feel like you're so expressive. And when we're editing, I always want to cut to you because you always have the crazy reaction and the smile and the eyebrows and whatever. And like,
yes,
you know.
it's hard being bubbly.
you're like the life and the light, the life and the light. But I feel like anytime I cut to me, I'm just like,
Cut to it right now.
I'm like this. I'm like,
I mean, no wrinkles.
this is the nod too. It's like,
You're like, yes, completely agree.
not even it's like,
Like, oh yeah.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, give me more. Come on, like get something. Like, do you have any emotion about what she's saying? Do you care at all?
Yes, that was very traumatic.
It's
yes.
been like such a learning experience watching
Yeah.
myself back on camera because I'm like, holy shit. Like, I really give no towel.
But it's great in work.
I think it's good in work. I'm sure there's people out there that might disagree. And I know even anytime that we've brought up RBF, you've been like, yeah, that's something we got to work on. And I'm like, do we?
Yeah. Well, we'll stay tuned for that one because I think it's going to be a great topic. When we were talking about the whole authority figure type of situation, I think it's more, intimidating, but do you think it's because they're respecting you or like what is the situation there?
Like they don't want to share information with me because I'm an authority figure.
Yeah. Like, would you rather be liked a lot at work or respected? Like, that's always the caveat.
1,000% would rather be respected than liked.
Yeah. So if they're intimidated by you, it's because maybe they're like, you're the authority figure and they respect that.
Maybe. I think a lot of people fall into the trap of wanting to be liked more than they want to be respected.
And that's
because it's so uncomfortable to
detriment.
them that if they're respected, it means they're not going to be the go-to person. They're not going to have a lot of friends potentially at work. They're just going to be colleagues at that point. And I think sometimes it's like you could be envious sometimes of the personal relationships people are able to build at work when they care more about being liked than being respected.
Coming off intimidating or doing the RBF like you've mentioned before, why do you feel that you need to act that way?
Definitely naturally I'm more of a cold type of person because I'm Russian.
Mother Russia.
It's literally in my genetics. Most Eastern European people you meet will lean towards being this way versus being the North American way of just, I feel like you guys lead with emotion.
Oh, are you guysing me right now? You bastard. But she's right.
Yeah, North American people in my experience they're more bubbly right off the gate, even if you don't know them. And
That's
Russian people, in my experience, you need to get to know them before they're going to act that way with you because they don't know you and they don't have that relationship with you. So it would be weird for them to be your best friend.
Why do we do that?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
And it's like, I guess a lot of people might say like, that's polite, it's uncomfortable.
It's also fake as fuck.
The opposite is uncomfortable to be so rude or so like, that's what people call it. They call it rude, right? Like they're like, oh wow. Like they might I feel like a lot of people might go to Russia and feel like everyone's so rude because they're just like, hi, what do you fucking need?
Yeah.
There's no like, oh my God, love your
How's your day?
Yeah, how's your day? Like, and then you're like, oh, it's going good. And they're like, cool, I don't give a fuck anyway. This is the next topic, right? Like, that's what I'm saying when I'm like, it's insincere is the fact that if you genuinely care about how that person's day is, great. But how often is that the case?
No.
How many times a day do you walk into somewhere like Starbucks or at the grocery store and they're like, how's your day going? And you're like, great. And it's like, cool, here's your coffee.
Yeah, it's just
insincere. Whereas in Russia, they would just be like, here's your coffee. There wouldn't be small talk prior to that because it's just like very like quick interaction.
Yeah. But that totally makes sense. Like, it's in your genetics. Being a total resting bitch. No, but it is true. I think I even mentioned that to you, like, when I went to Europe, that people would be like, why the fuck are you smiling at me? And it's true. Why are we smiling? Like, I don't know you like that. So I think there's something to learn from both ends of the spectrum.
Back to your point in sales, do you feel like you go out of your way to find things to talk about with people when you're trying to sell that are more personalized to them versus just walking in and being nice and wanting to be liked?
Yeah, I definitely try to find some personal aspect. And I'll go into the conversation and just kind of gauge how they are off the bat and then match that energy chameleon wise.
Yeah.
And sometimes it is a bit of RBFE. So I'm like, I have to how I want them to feel like they have the floor and they have control of the situation while I low-key garner the control and find something personal. Like I'll look at their desk and find like a picture of their family or their dog, or we'll be in conversation. I was like, oh, like how long have you been in the area? Or I've met them before and they've given me one piece. Or if it's a woman, I'd go for that. The nails, the hair, the lashes, whatever the case may be. Oh my God, like I love your bracelet. Where'd you get it from? Like something personal that I can move forward with. But sometimes maybe it is a little fake.
Yeah. Because
you're there to get a job done.
Yeah, it's like when people say like, back in the day they didn't smile in photos, and you see like these old photos where everyone's and it's like, oh my God, that's so creepy. But like imagine them seeing us nowadays and we're all that's even more creepy. Like, I don't know what are you smiling at? At the end of the day, it's fake is the point. That's why candid photos are the best photos, because you're just like, okay, well, that's not very candid, is it? Because you're just going about your
Yeah.
life and you get captured in the moment rather than putting on a fucking fake show, whether it be serious or nice. I think I also have connected with a lot of people that are in the same boat as me, and they're intimidating or they have a resting bitch face, but I know what it's like. So we're able to kind of just like not give a shit about that and then
Right.
connect. And then I find like, oh, we're so similar. Like, I actually appreciate that. I appreciate when the woman is intimidating. I've been in meetings with women that are so, you can tell
So-
everyone is scared of them. And I'm like, I love it.
it.
Like, I
Fuck
fucking
yeah.
love it. Like, you and me, we're on the same wavelength type of thing. And I'm sure you probably feel that way sometimes too when
Yeah.
you meet a woman that's super like you, where it's
Yeah.
like, they're just like outgoing and bubbly and they're down to do
Just
whatever.
vibe.
And you're just like, fuck yeah. Like,
Yeah,
that's my
just the
shit.
Extroverted fucking out there girl.
Yeah, yeah. It's
But I
interest-
think even
yeah.
like when I would say, when you're asking me is like, has any woman made you feel intimidated?
Yeah.
I've seen people be intimidated by women,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm not. Like when
Yeah.
people are like, oh my God, Anastasia, I'm like, but it's because I know you.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to watch people just kind of have to like track that behavior around certain people. But
It's
I do
crazy to
feel
me
like-
that there's people that have been intimidated by you, because in my experience, everybody I've ever introduced you to on my
Yeah.
side is like, Madison is so amazing. Like, they just get, because I'm like, yeah, of course she is, because she just put on a whole fucking show for you.
Thank you and scene. Like literally.
Like, but it's amazing to have you as a friend, because it means I never have to think twice about bringing you into any situation.
Right.
It could be a work situation, it could be a friend situation, it could be a boyfriend. It's like, I don't have to worry, because I know you always match people's energy.
Yeah.
And you're not one of those people that's like, the people that you have to like worry. It's like,
I don't invite them.
that's like, yeah, that's even like, when it comes to work, you don't want to be that person. You don't
No.
want to be somebody that someone has to guess like, oh, how are they going to take them? Like, are they going to be
Yeah.
able to handle them or not? Like, you got to be like pretty adaptable to like whatever situation. At the end of the day, I do put on a show sometimes when business is on the line.
Yeah, when business is on the line, you got to. But I think that even the intimidating aspect, it's like you're still like you're putting a little bit of a show on so that people take you fucking seriously.
I think like because I know I'm intimidating and I know I have a resting bitch face, one way that I push through people interpreting it that way is I'll just make a joke about it. Like, I'll be like,
Oh.
it's just my face.
It's
Like, don't
just-
worry. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I can kind of sense that they're scared almost, then I'll try to like lighten the mood a little bit, like to make it known, like I'm
Right.
not a threat and I'm not trying to.
You're not a threat. You're not a fucking threat. You just
Yeah.
you garner a lot of power with the ability to have that energy.
Yeah,
I think. And that's why you are where you are. VP Queen.
Have you ever been in a situation where a man was intimidated by you?
I think I've had men that are clearly like not overwhelmed by me, but they are like, oh, like this isn't just some dumb bitch, you know? Like, or she's a lot like that's a lot of energy and they don't like know how to like keep up.
Or they're just not interested in that type of energy from a
Exactly.
woman. They're like, that's too hard for
Yeah,
me.
I think that would be it. It's like, okay, like you don't want a woman kind of like harnessing that kind of energy or power or status. And they're kind of like, and that's their intimidation is like not interested. And I'm like, you're interested, Brian. You just can't hang.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's all
like,
it
I
is.
can't walk all over you, so no thanks.
Yeah, I've had that with like clients.
Mm-hmm.
I've also had that never with a boss. Weirdly. I've always had bosses like want me to level that up almost. They're like, okay, yeah, like fucking
Yeah.
they want to use
they
it, right?
See, they see your potential, yeah. So they wanna
Exactly.
use it for sure.
Even like red flags I've worked with, like they're
Yeah.
just like, oh, like they like the potential.
Yeah.
But I would say it's more in like honestly with clients or just like day-to-day men.
Yeah, for sure.
A woman who has her shit together is intimidating. Because if you don't have your shit together, it's like, well,
and it has
fuck.
a voice, right?
Yeah.
I think that's
I'm
the
a fucking
thing too
yapper.
with you and me is we will speak up and say exactly what we think. We're not
Mhm.
afraid to say it. I think a lot of women in the workplace are too shy to
Yeah.
say what they're really thinking because they don't want to come off like a bitch.
Mhm.
And so they just won't say it at all. But you and I are kind of like, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah. We'll
Like
say what
whatever
we
our
mean.
opinion is, we give it because we know it. Like in our workplace, I feel like it's valued.
It is.
I'm sure if we were like shunned for giving our opinion, we'd feel differently. But because we know, like, usually it's like we're trying to bring that out of people. Like, we're trying to get people to be more honest and just say it, what the fuck it is. What is it on your mind, right?
Yeah. So I think that whole like coming off intimidating, it's just when women have a voice and a man can't hang.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I'm
lots
sure
of
a
men
lot of it
do
is too, is
love
like
it.
how, yeah, exactly. And I think the men that love it are the men that know that, oh, if I can harness her voice and
Yeah.
use it,
yeah.
it's going to drive the business forward, or it's going to land that account, or it's going to,
Yeah.
they can see the potential in what that means, because women are so powerful in a cold call situation, for
Yeah.
example. Like, women have it so much easier than men.
1,000,000%.
Like, especially I feel in male dominated industries, because all day,
They're
all
talking to
they're
men.
looking at is men. And then a woman walks through the door. You just automatically want to give her the time of day versus a man, because you haven't even seen a woman potentially
yeah, you're like,
all
oh
fucking
my God, tits.
day. Yeah, exactly. And so it gives us that edge. So
Yeah.
if we can have that power plus the power of like the man intimidating kind of like voice, you know,
Yeah.
not be so shy, be able to deliver.
Yeah.
It's like
Deliver
the
while creating that
ultimate-
safe space.
yeah, it's like the ultimate package. So I
Yeah.
think the men in work that can see that potential,
Mhm.
they want to fucking use it.
Well, that's like our boss, even like, like he's like, fuck yeah, he loves loud, strong, powerful women, but it's because he's not insecure.
Yeah.
So it's always insecure men that have an issue, but men who are secure and like still bring so much value, like. We don't hate men. We love men who
Yeah.
like love seeing
who love women.
Yeah, exactly.
We
period.
love men who love women. End of
Yeah.
story. Like, yeah, no, I totally agree. I think like, I'm sure a lot of men might think like, who the fuck would ever want to be with a chick like that?
Yeah.
You know, because she's just, but it's like, in my opinion, if that's how you see it,
Mhm.
I'm never trying to compete with men.
No.
It's wild to me that men out there think women are trying to compete with them.
No, dude.
We are just trying to do the best for ourselves.
Yeah.
And we don't even want to compete with each other. We just literally want to compete with ourselves. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like we just want to get better at whatever we are doing. And it's like so weak-minded to me when men see that as like, oh, she's trying to be better than me or compete with me. And that's what triggers them. It's this like competition factor. And it's like,
Competition of the sexes.
I don't give a fuck about you, dude. Like,
Yeah,
no
literally.
offense. Like, I'm not out here like, fuck you and fuck all of you. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, you do you, I'll do me. If I happen to do a better job than you, you have to be able to accept that or
Yeah.
do better. That's right. Like,
It's just like I want to be seen for my own potential and how I operate.
and I
And
think
I want
when
to pop off for it.
well, when women get this voice and confidence and they come out and say it,
Then they're intimidated.
yeah, that's when the most
Insecure men get intimidated.
the most insecure men get is in those scenarios where women are just like,
thriving.
I have a better idea, you know, and they fucking lay it out. And I feel like a lot of men's reaction is like,
the fucking audacity.
yeah, like, who the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah.
Like, first of all, you're a woman. And it's
First
like,
of all, tits.
yeah.
Second of
like,
all, shut the fuck
sorry,
up.
yeah, I can't see you because all I'm seeing is your tits, and I don't give a fuck what's coming out of your mouth. And get back in the kitchen.
Make him a fucking sandwich.
That's why it's so amazing to meet men that aren't intimidated by women and actually see like their potential, because
Yeah.
it's like, holy fuck, together we could do everything and anything. Like, why can't we all think that way, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't always have to be so fucking competitive.
Man, what a fucking rant. I love you.
It's
that
not-
was so good.
It's not a war of the genders over here.
If you feel like you've been told you're intimidating, just know it's because you're confident and you're doing something right.
You fucking do you, bitch.
You do you, bitch. You fucking go.
Okay, you hoes.
It's time for us to go.
Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. Hopefully you got value, and we will see you next Friday.
Bye.